Hi, I'm Annisa Qolbia. I'm from NK2 and I will present about stylistic analysis of the poem The Onset by Robert Frost. This is a segment week 9 and the study is extensive reading. Abstract. The present study aims to analyze the stylistic features of the poem The Onset written by Robert Frost. The onset has multi-layered meaning, which is analyzed through different tools of analysis. The poem is interpreted through fiction, imaginary and sound devices to elucidate the themes. The analysis will help to comprehend the basic themes that are conflict between good and evil, pessimism and optimism, and life and death. This is the poem. This is the Onset poem. You can read it in the video. Introduction. Style is a Latin word stylus. It means anything to write with. Style is the way in which the writer uses language, his choice of words, arrangement and forms of sentence, use of poetic device to present his thought to the readers. The writer's style affects the manner how it is interpreted. Style also depicts writer's personality. The distinctive style of Robert Frost is being observed in his writings as he used plain narrative language, but he is built deep philosophy through different objects of nature. Style. Thomas S. Kane describes style in writing prose as a pattern of linguistic features that distinguishes one word from another. So, style is the complete analysis as it is the voice or tone of the writer. Stylistic. The study of style variation in use of language is called stylistic. It is an analytical science which covers all the expressive aspects of language: phonology, prosody, morphology, syntax, and lexicology. Stylistic is the violation from set patterns of language. Introduction of the poet Robert Frost, 1874 until 1964. Robert Frost, an American poet, was born in San Francisco, California. He is a well-known modern poet. He is generally regarded as a poet, teacher, and a man of wisdom. He had a profound knowledge of literature, history, science, and philosophy. Hence, he can be termed as classicist of very high order. Frost neither described the situation and condition of life of modern society, nor he writes about political and economic problems of his age. He does not aloof himself from the contemporary society. He has penetrated from social actions to intellectual problems of his age. Methodology. Stylistic analysis will be used to explore the themes through different poetic devices and vocabulary items to understand the poem. The study will examine how the poet has presented the deep philosophy by using simple narrative language. Theme of the poem. The theme of the poem is death and life, good and evil, and human limitation, that he cannot escape from impending doom, so there is no way only to accept it. Manpower is limited, he cannot understand mysterious nature. The poem is dealing with two opposite extremes and contrasts as life and death. The subjects of the poem is sufferings and comfort, beauty and horror, permission and optimism. Handling of them. Them is handled through different vocabulary items. Fate night suggests the doom of the person, that he cannot escape from the dark woods means death. Snow is evil because he is of snow, suggesting serpent that has occupied the forest with its white cloud. It creates terror, so the speaker stumbles as he is totally captured by the gloom of death. Poetic devices. Symbolism. Symbolism represents idea indirectly, and in thought or meaning is not conveyed directly. In the poem, night symbolizes sadness due to fated doom. Dark woods represent evil and mystery of life. One cannot comprehend mysterious things of the world. The symbolic interpretation of winter and snow stands of destructive and eventually cause death. The awareness of death and evil must persist experienced in the onset. The most striking of these symbols is found the comparison between the reels of melted snow and a disappearing snake. The transformation of the snow into a serpentine stream suggests the fact that evil, though it disappears from sight for a time, does not really leave the world. The symbol of courage stands for hope and fight that exist in this imperfect world. The world is imperfect because of every period is transient, whether it is good or bad. It is symbolized through the seasonal cycle of winter and spring. Life and death symbolize spring and winter respectively. Imaginary. Image is the presentation of sense experience through language. It applies human sense of create specific description. Visual imagery is shown through gathered snow, dark woods, snow maze heap, 4 feet deep, houses with a church. In poem lines 2, 3, 14, 15, and 23, the words hissing and sound signify auditory imagery. Line 3 and 5. Kinesthetic imagery is linked to movement that is shown. Line 18 and 22. For example, the snow all go downhill, disappearing snake. Simile. It is the comparison of two different things having one feature common, but using some words and phrases such as like as. Melting snow is compared to snake in line 22 like disappearing snake. Metaphor. It is comparison of two different things. It is an implied simile without using words such as like as or so. The hissing of snow in line 4 and 5 is compared to sound of serpent that refers to the evil. This is the hiss of Satan, which is mentioned in Paradise Lost by Milton. First, to use it in the same way. Hyperbole. Hyperbole is the exaggeration of detail to render truth. The example of hyperbole can be seen in line 14 and 15. The snow may heap or in long storms and undrifted 4 feet deep. First, there is giving exact measurement of falling snow. Sound devices. The following sound devices are used in the poem The Onset. Alliteration. The presentation of initial consonant sounds is called alliteration. In this poem, alliterations are words, woods, and with. Line 3, 4 feet, line 15. See the snow, line 18. Then begin, line 11. Consonants. When the final consonant sound gives the same sound, it is consonants. It shall not make again all. Line 4. Uncovered ground. Line 5. It cannot check the paper's silver curve, line 17, in water of the slender April line 19, and did with line 22. These consonant sounds are used in the poem. Assonance. Assonance is the repetition of similar vowel sounds in words or syllables. The onset presents striking repetition of vowel sounds as always the same line 1, at the last the gathered line 2, fit deep line 15, measure against maple line 16, the snow all go line 18. Rhyme scheme. The poem consists of 23 lines and it is divided into stanzas. The rhyme scheme in first stanza is A B B C C D D E E F. Second stanza has A B B C C D D E E F F rhyme scheme. Conclusion. Apparently, the poem seems about the seasons, but when it is analyzed stylistically, it reveals deeper meanings like death and life by using the symbols of winter and spring. The theme of the poem is foregrounded through diction symbols, imagery, and metaphors. Prose has depicted the seasonal cycle of nature. In this process, the destructive side transforms into creative form. This is the power of nature that controls both from. That's all. Thank you.